Good afternoon and welcome to another edition of the Daily Fix. I am your usual host and presenter, Advocate Tudo Hoyane. You know, when some of us criticize Judge Ratha and say Judge Ratha is unprofessional and that Judge Ratha must be removed from this trial, we get all sorts of disparaging comments. That how can you, as an advocate of all people, be saying all these things? I maintain Judge Ratha must be removed from that trial. And I will maintain that stance for as long as Judge Ratha behaves in the manner that I saw him behave this morning. Let me give you the bitter taste of what it was all about. Judge Ratha was again making disparaging remarks about black lawyers vis-a-vis white lawyers. Racist remarks by a judge in a court of law. Can you believe that? This was over the fact that Advocate Munisi was talking about, being given an opportunity to participate in the two oceans. Apparently, Advocate Munisi is also an athlete, so from time to time, he participates in the two oceans marathon. Judge Ratha was his vintage self. He completely went off the rails over that issue and said, this is the South Africa run by blacks that we live in. No white lawyer would dare, mark those words, no white lawyer would dare ask me to take days off to run a comrades marathon. What is wrong with this gentleman? What is wrong with this gentleman? When he started this morning and started, talking about his experience, the experience that he's always fond of, bending about. When he started saying, I gave articles even to the JP, I said to myself, this man is off tangent, he's off the rails. Somebody stop this man. This is Judge Ratha has been reported before to the Judge President, Dunstan Blambo. And the Judge President has taken action about Judge Ratha. And Judge Ratha had to, retract his words in court after he had made disparaging remarks about black lawyers. The Black Lawyers Association also came into the picture and lodged a complaint and sought an explanation from Judge Ratha. Judge Ratha went into open court and apologized for that. But here he is again, for God's sake. What was that apology worth? Judge Ratha simply does not have respect for black lawyers. And indeed, I can go as far as saying, black people in general, although he's black. He even went on to say, you can call me an Uncle Tom. You can call me an Uncle Tom. But it's the South Africa run by black people. I don't know what the Judge President will make of all this. I don't know what the Judge President will make of all this because, I think when the Judge President comes across stuff like this, and surely some complaint must be written to the Judge President, right? And I expect the Black Lawyers Association, I expect the Pan-African, Bar Association, PABASA of Southern Africa to do something about this. Surely, and us as individuals, I am not just letting this thing go. It is of such a magnitude, that it has to be, action must be taken. You see, in this regard, what is, frustrating about the whole thing, and gets me worked up the wrong way is Judge Ratha Mokgatleng is a repeat offender in this sort of thing. This is not the first time he has done it. This is not the second time he has done it. I think this is the third or the fourth time that he has done it. Reprimanding lawyers in that courtroom as if, he was reprimanding some kindergarten children. But a reprimand is a reprimand. A judge can, reprimand, an advocate or an attorney, whenever the situation demands it. But reprimands are done within certain, bounds and standards of etiquette. A judge does not just shoot off his mouth like that in court and just belittle everybody and leave everybody astounded as to what is happening. What sort of confidence is the public supposed to have in a judge of this nature? Are the public supposed to say to themselves, this is an honorable judge, we expect him, excuse me for that, we expect him to dispense justice in this trial. This trial, like he rightly pointed out, has been running for such a long, long time. 10 years since MEYIWA died in 2014. This is the 11th year, and we are still nowhere nearer to getting to, the justice for the MEYIWA family. He also raised the point that people are criticizing are coming up with all sorts of criticism, that justice delayed is justice denied. Other cases like the Jocelyn, case come and go. We are seeing progress in the Mahashule asbestos case. Things are getting done there. Here we are just marking time. We are marking time, and at the same while we are marking time, this is the sort of thing that we are being subjected to. What do you think as South Africans? What do you think of South Africans? What sort of confidence does a judge, excuse me one more time, sorry, does a judge who says such disparaging things, right, about your lawyer, right, or lawyers in general, what sort of message does it send out to those accused persons sitting there waiting for him to deliver justice? For the accused persons, if the judge sees nothing of your advocate, right, and says all these sorts of things, would you have that kind of confidence to say to yourself, I am in a court of law, I expect justice here? I have said it is regrettable that this Senzo MEYIWA case has taken so long. But I've always maintained, in spite of the length of time that this trial has taken, that Judge Ratha is simply not fit for purpose. He is simply not fit for purpose, right? And I don't know what is happening in that courtroom. I don't know why those lawyers are not, entering special pleas. I just don't know. Or simply stand up to the men and say, but you can't say the thing that you are saying to us. You might disagree with Advocate Munisi. Sorry, this flu is just on me. He might disagree with Advocate Munisi for whatever Munisi is proposing. But it does not warrant that kind of response coming from a judge. Where is the etiquette of the courts? Right? He's supposed to be an honorable person. Where is the etiquette? Where is the decorum of the court? I don't want to go any further. I'll bring you a later update of proceedings this afternoon. But this is something that we must chew on and interact about, and it is a very worrying thing. Having said that, let me thank you for watching this video, and hope you watch more videos coming your way. Please like, share, and subscribe, and thank you very much.